What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 on the Xbox One. Oh, Chaos 6. I'm just not quite geared for it, but I just can't keep myself away. And without a doubt, in my opinion, the easiest map in Chaos 6 is Temple of the Necrotic. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl here. I'm going to be bringing along my EV2, as, you know, Chaos 6 with the EV2 is just so much nicer. Now, I am going to throw in a couple of proton beams using that bad boy right there. And then some weapon manufacturers with that one. Then we are going to use some flame auras. This is my pride and joy right here, this piece. As you see, I did upgrade it just to try to get a little more effectiveness out of those bad boys. And the Skyguard towers. And then we're going to use some Squire walls. Not my finest item right there. However, hopefully it is going to get the job done. We will find out here. But Temple of the Necrotic, here we come. I was really hoping to get this map on stream earlier today when, you know, I just failed at some other maps. And, you know, Temple of the Necrotic, of course we can't pick and choose on the trials. So if you're in that position where you're not quite geared enough for the tier and there's only 1 or 2 maps that you can complete, that's always a little bit grindy, trying to find the right map. Let's see, hopefully that angle is going to be good there. And then let's see, let's go with a full 3-node weapon manufacturer over here. Something like that. And then I think I will aura it up as well. Let's just go with 2 auras on top of it, I think, for now. And we'll see how that goes. Now, of course, this middle lane, one of the things that makes this map easier, in my opinion anyway, is this middle lane has got nothing but skellies. So there are no ranged mobs. They're very, very easy lanes, basically, these two. So very easy to make things happen here. Almost forgot my Skyguard there. Let's get that bad boy up there. So no reflect beams or anything required here. However, I am going to add a little bit of CC to the mix here with a flame aura, or pardon me, with a proton beam. Let's see, let's go something like that, maybe. Add a little crowd control into the lane there, and then let's do the same thing on this side. Now I am using power transfer on the medallion, which really is a requirement for any 20 DU defense, and the proton beams are classified as a 20 DU defense as far as upgrades are concerned. And then let's go with 2 auras here and 2 auras here. Now, another thing that makes this map a lot easier than some of the others, in my opinion, is the waves are very organized. The mobs come out in spurts. There will be a large group of mobs here, then a large group of mobs there, and they don't all come at the same time, and that makes life much easier. And I am just going to completely attempt to spawn camp this thing here, and you know, this may or may not work. We will find out soon enough, though. Let's do that. Then I think we'll do the same thing. We'll go 3 nodes right here. And then 2 flame auras again, just like the other lanes. So let's go 1 right there, and we'll put 1 right here. And that should give a nice little bit of burst damage right there out of the gates. Then let's do the same thing over here, where we're basically going to just go wall, and reflect. Let's see here. Yeah, we can start it right there. Something like that. And then let's get another 3 nodes in from the old weapon manufacturer. Of course, the weapon manufacturer is going to be changing next week, so anxious to see how Trendy changes it up. Hopefully it's still a viable defense, as it is a pretty awesome defense to use. It's just a lot of fun. And that leaves me 40 DU left. I can throw one more Flame Aura somewhere, or a little Proton String maybe. Let's do it. Let's throw a little Proton String in right here, and then that will still leave me some for next wave, where I can juice up some of the other lanes here. Let's go something like that. And that should get me through wave 1. Let's go ahead and try it out. Now it is, it's a lot easier on this map if you just lose that sub-objective and shut all that entire side down to one lane. However, of course, if you want to get the map done quickly, then the way to go is definitely to spawn camp them. Get him, Hex, throw us. Well, the Hex throwers are hitting the reflect beams right. That's a good thing. Yeah, now how'd this guy get over there? It's alright, nothing the Skyguard can't handle. Maybe? Get up in the air. There we go. Very nice. 159 beds left. We'll just play Wall Repair Simulator 2000 here for the rest of the wave. And hopefully it all works out here. How are we doing on this side? Get these walls repaired up, and we should be in good shape here. And then let's get those walls upgraded. I think I like the idea of having the proton there. So I think what I'm going to do is add in another proton beam here, just for a little bit more lane burning CC right here. And we'll spend 40 DU. Oh, come on. Come on! Ugh, that's terrible placement, but I guess it does work. It's not pretty. By any means. But it could be acceptable. And 60 DU left. I think we will throw that 60 into a proton beam over here. And that's actually going to make this side much, much stronger. Let's see. Let's go something along these lines. Let's see, that's 30, 40, 50, and this should be 60 here. Yep, there we go. Very nice. So let's get back over to our monk here and get some upgrades in place. Now, of course, the reason you always want to use a medallion with power transfer on 20 DU defenses is you get a pretty ridiculous scaling on the crit damage as it double dips with that power transfer shard. So I definitely want to throw some ups in on there, and 600 left. I got enough for tons more here, but let's just go ahead and just get this side really juicy, as I would prefer not to have to come back over to this side, you know, other than final mobs or whatever. Let's see, 200 left, and we can get these walls up. Actually, I already got those walls up. Let's get the reflect beam up, and I'll just save the last 100 for repairs. So I always usually start off on the north side of the map here, and start off over here. And like I said, the mobs they do, you know, for the most part come out in bunches. So you see, like, for just about everything is dead over here, yet the other side is starting to pack up. So, I mean, realistically, you can run back and forth. Hex thrower suiciding? Don't you see that bouncy beam down there? Apparently they don't see it. And how we holding up here? Don't have enough mana for full repair, but I can get a partial there anyway. Yeah, holding up alright. And then we got some flyers rolling in now. And I did not upgrade this side yet. Luckily they're headed over towards those walls and not directly towards that sky guard, which makes life much, much easier there. Sky guard down! I spoke too soon, I guess, huh? Or no, it wasn't the sky guard, it was the other one. We got old Quibs over here. Let's get this sky guard back up. We'll get, see if we can't get some damage in on Quibs here. Come on, Quibs, take that. Give me the fat loots. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. Now that is my highest stat medallion I've gotten so far, but I don't need defense health. So, that sadly is not going to be a keeper. However, it is far better than what I have already. That's an upgrade too, but it switches me from ability power to hero health, or from ability power to hero damage. And that's not necessarily what I'm looking for with a pole smash monk. Let's see, let's get some walls thickened up. How's the reflect doing here? It's actually holding up. Let's go ahead and get an up on it anyway. Protons, flame auras, and then I think this lane is going to need some love here, this wave now. Now you have to be really careful with the wall placement here, as like right there where it's at, where it's actually touching the bottom of the stairs, any siege roller from this lane will one-shot that wall. It's a current issue in the game where siege rollers will just touch a defense and it'll explode when it's on a hill like that. So you definitely want to be careful there. And did I get the... Let's throw an up on this sky guard. And what about this one? Did I get this one upgraded? I didn't. Let's see if I got 50 laying. Does not look like it. Well, then again, here it is. Should be 50 over here. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's get an upgrade on this sky guard, and then we'll get wave 3 rolling here. And see if we can't hold out. I was hoping to get this map about a dozen times in a row on my live stream tonight. But, of course, that doesn't always work out like we want it. And particularly me, with my awful luck, I am always going to get the maps I don't want when I'm live streaming. Got enough for repairs? Yeah, looking good. Check this lane here. Yeah, looking good for the most part here as well. It is taking a really long time. Flame Auras and the Weapon Mans is taking just a ton of time to kill off these geodes. Come on, assassin, get off me. And one more. Come on, Proton. I wish I had the Freezy Shard. I really need to get the Freezy Shard. That'll make life so much easier. The wrong button. Yeah, where's Tuskar? Tuskar's up here. Actually, that's an ogre. Wall getting handed. Getting hammered, hammered, hammered down. Oh, wall down. Let's see, we got some gloves there. We got a little Tuskar action here. Come on, Tuskar, just die already. Ooh, not me, you. Yeah, there's a totem. Man, I hope that's a nice totem. I really, really do. Because my walls need some loving. Of course, we know, you know, if you have strong defenses, you can get away with weaker walls. But, I mean, walls are kind of the base of all of your builds. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is way better than what I'm using now. And that's still not even close to the Chaos 5 max. But I will take it. Where's that bad boy at? Here it is. Alright, let's get this equipped. Let's see how much better it is. It's substantially better. Yeah, I'll be taking that for sure. Let's go ahead and get this, oops, fortification and shielding guard in there. And both of those should help out quite a bit. Oh, that's not the shard I was looking for. I mean, I guess I could have left it, but... Where's that shielding guard at? There it is. Alright. That should help things out. That is for sure. Alright, couple more upgrades. How's the protons? Let's go ahead and just juice them up again. Skyguard upgrade, maybe. And then I gotta get a new wall down right here. Yeah, over 2 million now. So that was like a 300,000 HP increase, just swapping that totem right there. So that's good stuff. Now let me see, I'm probably going to have a wall or two to repair over here, right? Indeed. And... no. Checking on that proton to see if I had gotten the first upgrade on it. Let's do that. I'm going to save the 145 just for repairs and emergencies. And let's see how wave 4 goes here. The hex throwers, man, they're getting down. Look, those javelins are hitting really, really low on that reflect beam. Any lower, it seems like it would go under it. Crazy. Now come on, reflect beam, get your little explosions going. There you go. Wreck them baddies. Yeah, should have some assassins rolling up here any moment. There's an ogre. See, we'll get a little assassin killing in over here. Hopefully. No, it's gonna own me. It's gonna own me. Now the Frosty Proton node, I think it drops in Chaos 6, but man, I hope I get that one really quick, as that will make just a huge, huge addition. And a Slakelion going too. Here we go, ogre down. Come on, assassin. Ah, man, they're just gonna have their way with me here. That Slakelion's doing the slow rollout, but I'd really like for him to be dead. 3 more assassins left. Get off me! Now, at least now I'll be able to kill Slakelion relatively quickly. One more. There we go. Very, very nice. Now, since I have a Slakelion in this lane, I kind of feel like I need to beef this lane up. But basically, this wave, all I'm going to do is, right now, is upgrade my walls. I'll come back. I'll spend anything I have left in that lane. But let's get these walls as fat as we can. A little bit of loot lag there, huh? Your ground full of loot and your frame rate drops through the floor. And hopefully next week's patch resolves some of the performance issues on the Xbox 2. We will see. I do hope so, though, because it is very enjoyable to play on the console. the PS4 and the Xbox, but it's a tough comparison when you compare it to PC. Alright, so I got a $1.90 left is it. Well, that's alright. Let's dump it in over here. Looks like the only thing that's going to hit the assassin is this flame, or the Slakelion is that flame aura. So let's go heavy on the flame aura. We got a sniper Warbleed rolling out. Whew. Come on, Slakelion, just die already. There we go. Sniper Warbleed still. Where is he at? He or she. Down on the far lane, it looks like. Oh, and that lane's getting chewed up, too. Dang. Hopefully I don't have any close calls here at the end. But, I mean, it is... I'm under-geared for Chaos 6 right now, so... Skipping so much of Chaos 5 means I'm going to have to grind Chaos 6 a little bit longer. But it would be nice to get to the point where I'm getting those first wins in, at least. There we go. At least get Drago going on that sniper. And he looks like he's just about down, I believe. Ogre in the mid. Mid up top. These assassins are just going to own me for the entire rest of the wave, I would guess. Here we go. Alright, we got a Tuskar now. Man, they like staying put when they hop on you, that's for sure. And we got a Malthius, a Tuskar, and a bunch of flyers. Hopefully the Sky Guards are going to handle those flyers. Let's get Tuskar first, since he's right here and getting low. Just about there. Alright, Tuskar down. Didn't move quite quick enough to miss the assassin there. Come on. There we go. Fat loots on the ground. Now I just gotta wait out the assassins. So, this is actually my second ever Chaos 6 win on the Xbox One. That's kind of awesome. So, got another win under the belt. Hopefully got some upgrades there. I did get a nice little wall upgrade, which is a step in the right direction for sure. Just a blue box, but that's alright. I will take it. So that will do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. And I will be back soon with some more Dungeon Defenders 2. Temple of Necrotic. Start there first. Haha, see ya.